it sort of went round like gossip on set, because some people knew and other people didn't. So it was actually like real life Lady Whistledown gossip getting spread.
I was also doing research online, looking at all the fan sites, like creeping around, and I found it on a fan site.
What?
I know that we have a shot that appears to be a reveal, but who knows?
It was super under the radar.
I mean, my jaw fell to the floor.
And then we were like, oh my God, who is it?
My name is Lady Whistledown. You do not know me, and never shall. But be forewarned, dear reader, I certainly know you.
What an incredible first season of Bridgerton. I was not expecting that we were going to get to see the reveal of Lady Whistledown at the end of the very first season. Nicola, what was your reaction when you found out your big reveal was happening so soon?
I mean, my jaw fell to the floor because I thought, not only, I feel like they're going to make it such an iconic moment, but it's also going to be so much fun to do. There's moments as an actor where you're just like overly enjoying yourself, and having this like giant cape and the carriage and it being so dramatic, like it was just so much fun to do. And I think it was totally the right thing, because these books have existed for 20 years. So if you want to find out who Lady Whistledown is, you can find it pretty quick. So I thought it was like such a sharp, smart move, and I hope it's as satisfying for people to watch as it was for me to film.
Well, she does seem to be someone with access.
Who knows if Whistledown is even a she? Fair point.
Because she's simply too good to be anyone but a man.
We were all really surprised, and then slowly, like it sort of went round like gossip on set, because some people knew and other people didn't. So it was actually like real life Lady Whistledown gossip getting spread. But yeah, it was super, super exciting when we found out who it was, and honestly, like the greatest choice.
And my God, how brilliantly was it performed by Nicola? I knew that obviously through the books that I got tipped off that it Penny had some ulterior motives going on there, but it's Shondaland and it's Chris Van Dusen, so you never know. You can never be rest on your laurels. No, it makes sense, but my jaw did drop when I found out.
Me, I trust no B. Like, I know that we have a shot that appears to be a reveal, but who knows? Could well be. But no, it's good fun, and it's great to kind of have a jaw-dropping moment at the end of the season. So I think that's a treat for everyone.
Did you know from the very beginning that Penelope was still going to be Lady Whistledown, or were you worried that Chris was going to like pick another character?
Oh, I was really nervous because I found out, I was reading the books, but then I was also doing research online, looking at all the fan sites, like creeping around, and I found out on a fan site when it said, Penelope is Whistledown, and I couldn't believe my eyes, and I kept reading it thinking something was wrong, and then the enormity of it hit me, and I thought, this is huge. And also Julie Andrews is voicing it, so I thought Julie and I are the same. This is the same. Oh, it was a whole thing. But when I finally sat down with Chris, I wanted to ask, but I was really awkward, so I was like, is Penelope, are we still, is that still happening? And he was like, yes, it is you, because they could have changed it. Of course they could have, it's an adaptation. So, but I think one of the things that Julia was pretty sure about was staying as it was, because it gives Penelope's character such depth, and she's so fascinating because she is a young woman that contains multitudes. She's both shy and she's really cunning, and she is loving, but she can, absolutely ruin someone's life if she wants. So it was like so much fun to play.
Do not tell me that is yet another scandal. This one is different. This subject's my name.
So why did you decide to reveal Lady Whistledown at the end of season 1? I think that's going to be such a huge shock to the book fans out there.
I think it was time, honestly. Lady Whistledown is such an interesting device to be able to use in the show. And with it being Penelope, in the writer's room, we always talked about there being 2 tracks to the approach of Penelope as Lady Whistledown. One track whenever Penelope's on screen for fans of the books and those that are familiar with Penelope being Lady Whistledown from the books. We needed to make those scenes still fun and still interesting for those book fans, and learning and gleaning something new about Penelope and about Lady Whistledown. And then there's also the other track of people that have not read the books and that are not as familiar with the story and have no idea what's up our sleeve. So it's about, never being ahead of things and not making sure we're not telegraphing where we're going and keeping that mystery alive. And we had so much fun crafting the narrative around Penelope as Lady Whistledown. But I think that at the end, we wanted, it to be a satisfying conclusion, and it speaks to everywhere we're going in the future, hopefully in success.
Did you ever think about making Lady Whistledown a different character so that it was a surprise to book fans and non-book fans alike? Or were you like, this is Penelope, we've got to stay true?
We absolutely explored just about every character on the show as Lady Whistledown, and what that would mean and what that would do to not only the season, but the series. We explored Violet, we explored Lady Danbury, we explored Eloise herself, Daphne herself. We really, Brimsley, the Queen's assistant, the Queen's servant. We had a lot of fun thinking, what if it was Brimsley? We explored all avenues.
Well, Claudia, guess what? I just got off with Chris, and he actually told me that there was a very strong moment when they considered Eloise to be Lady Whistledown. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. Thank you, though. What?
Has anyone else read what Lady Whistledown has written of late?
Do you think she has any clue that her BFF is actually the most mysterious person in London? And how do you think she would eventually react to this unveiling?
I think she's going to be fuming, babe. She's going to be fuming. Because the thing is, right, she loves her best mate, but it doesn't surprise me that Eloise doesn't realise that Penelope is some sort of secret mastermind, because Eloise is constantly talking about stuff. So, she's talking at 300 miles an hour, isn't she? So, of course, she didn't notice that her best friend is a genius. So, I think I'm not surprised that she doesn't realise, but also Penelope hides it very well. And I guess maybe Eloise would think that her mate wouldn't lie to her. And because it's a big reveal,
she shouldn't lie to her, because it's not very nice to lie to your friends.
It's not very good.
I don't feel like she ever lied. You guys, I rewatched the season so many times, and Penelope was always just kind of like, oh, you're still searching for Lady Whistledown? I don't know.
I love that. You're twisting the truth is different from lying.
So we spoke about it.
Lying by omission.
Yeah, it was mad, because there were scenes where I think, because I have, me as Nicola, I have a really guilty conscience. So I physically I'm not really able to lie, because I'll just come out in hives and I can't. So Claudia and I would sit down with our sides, and I'd go, how can she not tell her? How could she not? This is her best friend for her. How could she not? And then I'd often have to, Claudia very cleverly or wisely said to me, she's 17. I think Penelope has no clue of the power that she is accruing, the effect it's having on other people's lives. But I think it's going to be a disaster when Eloise finds out. It stresses me out, the thought of them, because we didn't like shooting the scenes where we were arguing, because we love each other. So we didn't want to do it.
Could it be Lady Featherington?
No. You've yet to read what Whistledown writes of the Featheringtons, little sister.
I don't want Penelope's mom to find out, because as soon as she finds out that Penelope's sitting on all that cash from selling these scandal magazines, she's going to be like, well, little daughter.
Yeah, that's what I think. I'm what's she spending that cash on, and where is it? This is the things that I want. These are questions I have for Chris Van Dusen. I'm like, is it in her mattress? Are we is she buying shoes that she's hiding? What's happening here?
Maybe she's got a partner.
No, see, I know things that I can't say. I know how she does it, but I just don't know where the cash is going.
Let it be known, if there's a scandal, I shall uncover it and share every last detail.